we're not gonna need to go up there. Wait. Do we? We already know this is a rare one. No. So we really just need to go over here, and then we're gonna look at these things just because they are points of interest. Okay. Off we go. Shame that we didn't get here an hour and a half later, because that is actually a nice wide open area where we could shoot a brown bear. Between 4 and 7 in the morning. Oh well. Worst case scenario, I'll come back here another day. At the right time. We just really have to keep an eye on the time so that when we get to around 5-ish, I think, should be good, 5 or 6. We're gonna go for our pheasant between 4 and 7. Because that one should be fairly easy. Because they are usually somewhere around this campsite. Like, you can very easily find pheasants around this campsite, so that won't be too difficult. The only problem is we don't have a shotgun with us, so we're gonna have to shoot a pheasant with a tier 4 gun. Alright, but first, bear. We need to get over there. I can actually remove this marker now because we're close enough to see how far we're actually going. That looks very foresty for. Do hope there will actually be some space for us to see where this bear is. Because we do need to get binocular identification on at least the male. The female I don't really care about because we need a 4-star. But the male we definitely need to see what age and star rating he is. And I think originally that mission even called for a 5-star brown bear, if I'm not entirely mistaken. So that would have been extra awful. Because 4 stars is tough enough, 5 stars. You really gotta hope and pray that you've got something good on your map, or otherwise you're gonna be out of luck for 27 years. How big is this badger eating zone? Good grief. I feel like we've run into that eating zone for like 500 meters by now. Oh, something new. Mouflon resting. Would be nice if we actually had Mouflon. And there's an eating zone for something as well. Red deer, also rarely. We do still need a bunch of red deer for, I think, a total of 4 to be precise. 1 for the stag mission and 1 for the 3 hots. Got something over there, but no idea what. It's definitely not our bears, because they should be a lot further west than this. Just gonna double check if we've got anything out in the open field. Would be nice, but we're out of luck. Oh, what was that? Something fast. Mouflon. Those are Mouflon. Okay, you guys can spook. I don't care. And that is definitely a red deer. Now what I really need for is a brown bear, so if you could please just give me one of those. This is open area, but I think is actually, their eating zone is actually a bit further up there, which is a shame. Still gonna try to approach carefully, because the other zone was a rare zone, so they should be over here. Can you even still see stuff? I can't. I can see a bit. It's easier if we use the SM12, because the SM12 adds this high contrast. So if you have a little bit of open area, you can actually see quite a bit with the SM12, with the overguard scope. So, yeah, but it is tricky. The problem is we do have to hunt at night for those missions. Not for the 5-star one, but for the bear between 4 and 7 mission. And we are actually getting close to 4 AM, so... That said, I think I am going to use the daytime function just for scouting. Yeah, oh my god, that's a lot of forest. We wouldn't be lucky enough to have the bear down there, would we? No, of course not. Magic. Witchcraft. Well, yeah, this is why I like to use the camera for scouting. And also why we are going to... I am in the right place, right? Like, this is where the bear is supposed to be? Yeah. That's where his eating zone is supposed to be. Weird. That is also why I want us to find all the photo spots in Transylvania, so that we can extend our camera range, because that just really comes in handy. But right now, I would just like to know, where the fuck is this bear? Because his zone should be somewhere around here. And yet I haven't seen a single sign of a bear eating zone. Much less an actual bear. And I'm starting to get quite concerned. That's a badger eating zone. Let me see how far those eating zones are apart. They're basically right next to each other. So it should be a little northwest of here. Northwest. And yeah, we have a headlamp, but obviously this is fairly useless. Where are the goddamn bears? The zone shouldn't even be this far west. No, the badger zone is there, so the bear zone should be somewhere over here. And of course, a bear eating zone is around 300 meters in diameter. So even if we find this bear, even if we find the bear zone, he could still be anywhere within that range. Oh, I think that might be it. Please. No, red fox. Fuck you. Who needs a red fox? I mean, I wouldn't mind taking one right now, because we are still in the time when we are supposed to shoot red foxes. But still, what the hell? I need a bear zone, okay? Bear. B-E-A-R. Giant furry tank. That's what I'm looking for. I think I might just have to call it quits and come back for this specific bear at a different time, because I cannot. Oh, there is the eating zone. All right. It is over here. So somewhere within 300 meters of this point down there, we should be able to find a bear. Oh, we are going to slide down here, aren't we? Oh, this is bad. I can't see shit down here. So yeah, this is the center of his zone. He should be anywhere within 300 meters of this. But even with the photo mode set to light, I cannot see any bears. Which sucks. So that means he probably went to his rare eating zone. Which would be, hang on, which would be this one that we've already been to, where we didn't see him. I am very confused and very upset right now. But we're just gonna look for another bear, honestly. We're just gonna keep on going. There should be another bear once we get past this river. Up around here. Or, alternatively, up around here. And this should also be a campsite, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just go north. And we're gonna work our way along the points of interest towards the next bear zone. Or hopefully bear zone. I think there's another bear group over there. Which is on this side, roughly. Oh, not this marker. This marker. Or up here, roughly, if I am not mistaken. It's kind of hard to tell. So we've got 2 more bears that we can feasibly look at before daylight rolls around. And our window of opportunity for this nighttime task is over. So let's hope we can actually find a bear at one of those northern zones. And if the male is something that doesn't tell us whether he's going to be high fitness or not, then we shoot the female. Because I don't want to risk taking out a 1-star adult brown bear and then I find out, oops, it was a 98%er. Not with an animal that takes 27 years to grow, like, that would be tragic. Oh, I think I know this area. If I'm correct, this is a pond with quite a few deer. There should be quite a few deer nearby at this one, if I'm not entirely mistaken. The Great Bowl. Yeah. Not that great, but okay. Red deer. Brown bear. Mouflon. Badger. And that's it. So not as much as I thought there would be. What's the Romanian on this? Basinul minunat. I hope that actually means Great Bowl. Alright, next one is by the big lake. There's also a bunch of animals drinking over there. I remember I've actually hunted this lake quite a bit during my previous times on the map. And we gotta keep an eye on the time. Once the clock strikes 6, we gotta go look for our pheasants. Because I want to get at least one of these nighttime missions done and over with. Ideally both of them. Both of the 4 to 7 missions, but at least one of them.